Welcome, my friends, to the Aquarian TV's morning service celebration. It is good that we are here. We find ourselves on a Tuesday. Tuesday is in reference to Tyr or Tyr, Nordic god relating to Mars. The planet Mars. The gods are the planets, and they're within us. Ye are gods. So we're going to go through the astrology of today. We're going to go to some cards. They're not tarot cards because I made my own, and the tarot is based on the alphabet, the major arcana, and the lesser arcana, 1 to 10, is astrological occurrences, and on the Kabbalah tree of life, the Sephiroth, which is the order of the planets. If you know astrology, you know Kabbalah. And Kabbalah is Judaism doesn't have a sole ownership of it. There's also Christian Kabbalah. There's Hermetic Kabbalah, which is more Greek and comes from Egypt. And Egypt got their stuff from Sumeria, probably. Anyways, I'm saying that to say this. These cards are unique and very special. Libra is a card that wants to ask us to come to balance. What are we setting? The sun, can be interpreted, the glyph of Libra, as the sun setting. The sun rising could be like that, but the sun rising is in Aries, opposite to Libra, where the sun sets. Where the god Set, who is Saturn of ancient Egypt, is exalted in Libra. We have Venus right here, just who's the ruler of Libra. We have Venus just entered into the sign of Leo. She loves to be there. That is her ancient joy. She gets to it's an energy of a lion cub. Gemini, there's a playful, romantic energy, communicative. It's like first getting to know somebody and you're all excited and chatty. Like, I just, I scare girls away. For A, because I still refer to women as girls and I'm 40 years old or 41. I forget how old. It's not good to say don't say your age. Do not date yourself. You are beyond time and space, my friend. Own that, claim that, you'll age less and probably drink more water. Let us take this time to celebrate the Aquarian sacrament. We give thanks for this water. We give thanks for this life. We give thanks for the spirit. We give thanks for our soul being refreshed and renewed and filled. May the spirit on high come down to us in our lowest lows and lift us up. May we be healthy and whole as we acknowledge our earthly waters in synchronicity of the very same substance as the waters above. May they come pouring down upon us in our dryness and drought. May they find a home within us. May we give a place for the Christ child in the inn. May we accept Mary, the moon, and Saturn, Joseph, to give birth to Jove, Yahweh, Jupiter, Sun. Jupiter and the Sun are often conflated in one. And may we be balanced and whole. And may these waters be waters of healing on a soul level. And may that come out into the material, physical. And so it is. We're freaking magicians, priests, priestesses. Sacred waters. I don't nearly drink. As much as my stuff is called Aquarian, which is aqua, water, and then Arian, area, which is air. Heavenly, airy waters. It's an air sign in the season of water. The middle of winter is when we have our golden age, because it's on that axis of Leo, the sun, gold, Venus, and Mars together in Leo right now, my friends. That is the princess and the freaking prince in a Disney movie coming together. But if you know people with, I know people with this conjunction, it can lead to a fiery anger of an enjoyment of being angry. Could be Venus and Mars. But now we're going, that would be if it's in Aries. This is more in Leo. So this is an enjoyment of actions that are childlike, from the heart, playful, entertaining. Yeah. Leo is the child that Cancer gave birth to. But it's the first time we get water in the zodiac, Cancer. But they're usually emotionally immature. I said it. But they could also be wise, womanly, maternal. I know a dude. Cancer, and he loves taking substituting for these younger kids into his own children. He's probably more motherly than the wife. And that's beautiful. He's also a jiu-jitsu pro and will choke you out in 3 seconds. It's a combination of masculine and feminine, but in the sign of, it's a masculine sign, Leo. But fire is a feminine masculine, because it has to do with emotion still, like water. The emotions, feelings is from the heart space. Leo rules the heart. And Cancer's with the breasts and the rib cage, like the shell of a beetle or a crab, that protects the heart and feeds it, nourishes it. And that's the mother energy, dog. We are living in a body within a body. It's fucking crazy. And we can work with that. Today is we got Mars energy. Wear something red on it. or green, or the opposites, because we want to bring opposites together. So right now we have Venus just stepped into Leo. So you would be like, ah, that's the Disney fairy tale princess coming on its way to meet. It's like in the same neighborhood to meet the prince, but they haven't gotten together yet. But there's that excitement in the air. But Venus is opposing Pluto at the very 0th degree of Aquarius in retrograde. So it being in retrograde, I feel like some of its power is pulled back because it's going backwards, and it's out there, but it's down there. It's deep down there in Hades. So that could be even when it pulls back. Sometimes it pulls back and it scrapes deeper. So we have Persephone coming into the middle of summer, but lurking in an energy that's opposing that. That's an adversary to that joyful, romantic, recreation, childlike heart energy. In opposition to that coming to fruition and experiencing it, we have this deep, lurking, secret almost, but we can feel it in the structure of our lives, our inability to address deep emotional issues to fix our concrete structures. This is the mental, deep psychological hurt that is causing us pain, that comes out in us causing ourselves pain even in the physical world, in our skeleton, in the structure of our business, our career calling us to be more of a career, something more fulfilling, feeding people at a deeper level. Stealing the fire from the devil. Say we're up in heaven and it gets a little chilly and we don't have any light, any fire to keep us warm. But down in hell, we got lots of fire. Satan, the guarding it. So we want to put his ass to sleep so we could go in and steal the fire. How do we put Satan to sleep? We're going to want to go get the Orpheus's harp. And we're going to want to play the most beautiful melody with our mental construct, with our emotional intelligence, with our self-control and discipline. We're going to sing a beautiful ode to Venus in Leo. We are going to break off all those masks and change and personas. And we're going to create from a pure, childlike, light heart our authenticity shining through. That's the fire that we're grabbing. And even if the devil were to wake up, actually, look at the devil over there sleeping. We just played the most beautiful hymn with that, with our poetry, and he don't want to hear it. Well, let's go walk over them. Let's go walk over to the devil and wake him up. Should we wake him up? Yeah, because we created him. That's us. The devil we're looking at, that's us. So let's go over there, caress him on the back of the head, bring him back to consciousness, and consciously care for the devil. Sympathy for the devil. It's us, dog. It's our ego. It's the summation of all those personalities and all those fear. The results of our fear. And then it feeds off that fear. Poor little thing. I feel bad for the devil. He was just hired by God to do his job, to be the adversary. Because we transmutate the adversary into our advocate. By forgiving ourselves. And not as an excuse for not being called, answering the call. When you fully transmutate Venus, our base led into copper, bronze. That's the heart level, and that's Venus's metal. We have to transform the Saturn, the adversary, and use that as fuel. It's like haterade. And use our past mistakes, not to forget about them, so we keep on committing them and then getting stuck in a circular tornado whirlpool. We are rising up out of that, reversing the tides, transmutating the adversary into our advocate. Our vices becoming fuel for our virtues. Vir, life. Venti, wind. May we have a new breeze blowing through our heart area, feeding its flame, burning out any impurity, so that we shine forth courageously. Let us build a new earth. North Node in Taurus. So the New Age community, sometimes, dog, I got problems. That probably says more about myself than the New Age community. But words like, we're ascending into the fifth dimension. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bringing about a new earth. Let's work with the earth we have. Let's work in the dimension we're at. Perhaps we chose to come here. Perhaps we were asked to come here. Now, changing our world perception like that, are we living up to our call? Are we answering it? What in our life is keeping us from responsibility? How are we using our ability to respond? What are we doing with this light, this energy, this life? How are we using our time? What are we valuing? What am I using my energy upon? My precious life energy force. The things that inhibit that, the sins against the Holy Spirit, is things against the life force. An unforgivable sin. Because then you have to start all over again. Well, we ask for some grace from our ancestors, the gods and goddesses, from time before time. All our heavenly help, we ask for help. Forgive us for the times where we fell short of living up to our calling, abandoning our responsibilities, being a self-serving prick. Mother Goddess, who art mercy and compassion and grace, pour out your grace upon this Aquarian here temple. May the light of God illuminate our minds, strengthen our hearts, so that we might walk guided by the freaking angels with the wings of an angel on our feet like Hermes. Mercury. We're in Gemini season. We be talking. Gemini's can talk forever. Donald Trump, Gemini. Good talkers, good communicators, good marketers, good time for that actually. But it's not asking for, usually Geminis that could be a little bit top level. But this Pluto in Capricorn is going to ask for us to go deeper. Rasta should be deeper. Should be deeper. Yeah, but it's calling for us to then be practical with that. And to do something. You can do it. That's pretty much all I want to say about the astrology for today. Libra, let us be balanced of mind. That's a more mature Gemini. It's kind of a serious mood today. Capricorn moon. But that's good. We can't just be playing around in the sandbox. Or can we? Who's to say? No, there's an emotional need that needs to be met in our physical structure, and to renew it. Capricorn, to dead something, and in that deading of something, there's that renewal that happens at the same time. Equilibrium. Libra. The book being shut. Set. We could take this opportunity to set something into the earth. Here's something. Do we want to get rid of something? Let's do it. The Aquarian ceremony service. Here's the sacrament of reconciliation. We're going to reconcile ourselves to the highest spirit and consciousness, the all good being that we possess, that we may have darkened and sullied through the misuse of our free will to just serve our own base level sensual world at a harm to us and even those around us. So not only are we hurting ourselves, which is an unforgivable sin, we're using our life force energy to harm others, even just by harming ourselves. When we measure ourselves and our lives up against the scales of Libra as the book of life is closed, start of fall, let us consciously use our willpower to set that down, to lay it down. Let the dark, unfathomable abyss rise up from below the earth and take that which you just set down on an altar to sacrifice it. And the great mother of the void swallows it up. Nothingness has taken it. And what are we going to fill that void with, that place? Let's build a temple. And from this beautiful, enriched soil, let us decorate it in the most finest of flowers to give a home for the light to be nourished, to grow within us, of our heart space, our chamber, most sacred, married together with our temple of our mind, married together with our temple of our body, married together in the temple of the Aquarian. May the waters of the water bearer fill this temple, life-giving, eternal, pure, clean, healthy, sustaining waters. Guide us down this river. Light it up like the Milky Way. Let us come together and enter into this new age. More fully human. More from our heart space. More authentic. I love you all so much. The few, the faithful who watch my videos. I hope they get better. I'm still learning every day. Let us be open to signs and synchronicities and messages from the angels, our ancestors, and those who are just behind the veil, doing all they can. We invite them in to help us. And any spirit that comes in with a bad juju, may you be blown asunder. May we be conscious of any demons. We want to identify them, getting their name. When you get their name, when you identify it, then you can pin it down, and then you can start working with it. You have to transform that demon into an angel, because something's always got to come from something. The only one who could create nothing out of something is the mother of the void, the no thingness. So we could drop stuff into there, and then from there we pull out creativity, life, force, energy. That's and it's infinite. It's beyond time and space. It's beyond thingness. It's even beyond no thingness. You go back. I sometimes I just love this life. And other times I go into I believe that's called manic depressive. So I'm a little manic. Hey, it keeps things spicy. That's like Scorpio. Its lows are low and its highs are high. I mean, does one have to experience a face full of manure in order to appreciate roses? I don't know. Maybe the Egyptian gods will answer. Kepri, change. Sacred scarab god of the summer solstice, which we are prepping for 2 weeks before we meet this god. I wish you could see. The pharaoh with the ankh in his right hand. In his just beautiful, lots of symbolism. He's got his face. He's got the dung beetle. Let's see what it says about Kepri. Number 18, which is the moon card. Sadiq, which is a wise person who takes the wise way on a way. So it has to do with traveling. Also the chariot. Before it was the crab constellation at the summer solstice, it was the chariot. Because it reaches the top and then it goes out. The sun going out. So it's Cancer is water initiating. Life-giving water is going out. Let's prepare to receive those waters of Cancer. The first time we get water this year, start off with fire, and then we go to earth and air. So now we're in the air, preparing for the waters, mentally preparing for emotional fulfillment. We could create a temple, a lion's kingdom to ready in our Venus, Aphrodite, love, beauty, heart space clearing, mental clearing, so that our emotional mind, part of our soul, is really strengthened. We start channeling that energy, that working that energy through. Shut up, Liam, and read them cards. Pepri. Change. After justice, Sekhmet, we get the moon changes. Life changes. Cancer, the home of the moon. God of the sun's daily rebirth. Kepri is. He's the god of the sun's daily rebirth and of cyclical renewal, represented by a scarab. From where the Arabs get their name, I think. And Scorpio, scarab, Pisces, it's a SC. It's a scraping, that's Samek. The snake eating its own tail, and then Ska, a vessel from the energy created from that goes deep to scrape it, scrape it. The scalpel, that's Scorpio going deep into the emotional realms and getting power and light from it, rising like a phoenix, burning down in ashes that which does not serve its focused, the eagle vision, indirected attention, going deep in and cutting open that festering wound, bringing love unconditional to it, healing and rising it up so that a beautiful freaking tree springs from this well, pouring out from our heart, radiating out into the sun. Together, we return to God of the sun's daily rebirth and of cyclical renewal, represented by a scarab. Kepri is black as darkness, the beginning of all things. The mother void, high priestess, inner dweller of the temples, dark beyond the dark, is a beautiful mother, and also a terrible sight to the sinner. It's us. The ego stuff that doesn't want to give up what we do. We'll start tomorrow. I mean, why? I've done it for this long. I mean, if I could just go one more day and just do it tomorrow. Now is a very good time. Now is the only time. Let's choose now. Choose good. Say no to what's bad. And balancing that out is how this chariot moves forward. We could have the dark in our life through a perspective change. We could ride that donkey, saddle it up, chain that devil, steal that fire, and start cooking on a new life. He symbolizes transformation of humans in their stages: life, death, rebirth, the victory of light over darkness, summer solstice. We're about to we should do a celebration of summer solstice where we celebrate the victory. Venus. It means victory. Nikki. Nike's the god of victory. Returning to the summer solstice, let us celebrate the victory of light over darkness. Let's bottle up that energy and keep that with us. Victory is nigh, my friends. You have 2 weeks to prepare for it. And when they're giving out that trophy for your victory, if you don't feel like you really deserved it, is that going to be a glorious celebration? No, but if we put in some work, courageously, disciplined, for as a disciple of the sun, when the sun hits that summer solstice, and we're rewarded for our hard work, that celebration is genuine, authentic, and emotionally fulfilling and inspiring to others, feeding the flock through our small little victories. May we be crowned at the summer solstice, king, queen, priest, prophetess, all of us. His appearance might announce the end of a cycle. I'd be feeling like that. Scorpio, ruler of Scorpio, Pluto in Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn ascendant. My ruling planet's Pluto. It's Pluto's death, Hades. That's just part of the cycle. Let's remember that. But let us use it and not get pummeled by it. His appearance might announce the end of a cycle, a breakdown. Am I having a mental breakdown right now? Am I constantly just living in a state of a mental fucking breakdown? Am I being too hard on myself? All these questions. Disappointments or the wrecking of affections. Wow, the wrecking of affections. But everything is constantly changing, like day and night. And Kepri encourages you like a mother. Like a motherly father. He encourages you to get up every day. Let us give thanks for getting up today. There's a good perspective change. Thankfulness, a main ingredient in abundance manifestation, is riding that wave of gratefulness, thankfulness. Yes, it's good we're here. I'm already feeling better by giving thanks. That's how we get through depression. Yes, so much to be thankful for. Don't even realize it. Whenever I have whenever I have a minor inconvenience come into my life and I get all torn and tossed, I come across a handicapped person. Just always shows up and like walks across my plane of sight. Somebody in a wheelchair missing a leg, or somebody with some type of mental, physical disorder. I am an ungrateful piece of shit. Forgive me for that. Sincerely, with a contrite heart, ask for forgiveness to this world, to everyone that I know, for hurting you through my selfish actions. Help me to make reparation for that, and to repent, and to firmly contend to act like that no more. And let us ask for the grace of our ancestors, of the gods, goddesses, princes, and priestesses, for their help as we start anew on this journey, comforted by the Queen of Heaven, who we find in Cancer, who is the brightest star of the night sky, Sirius, who is Isis, the Queen of the Temple, who also homes Procyon, the lesser dog, who is in Cancer at 24 degrees, and she is Mary Magdalene. Isis is the Virgin Mary. The two Marys following Jesus, Osiris, Orion in his casket tomb. Osiris, Jesus. It's taken me so long to read this paragraph. Kepri encourages you to get up every day with the light of faith and hope. Words that have been coming into my life lately. Because after the night, a new day is dawning. Blackbird is calling. Praise with elation of the new day. Let us do our greatest today, even in our smallest little mundane action. Let them be towards the salvation of souls, of our great collective soul that you play a very important part of. Let it be filled with light and love. Farewell, my friends.